For over 4 years, me, Logan, and Dad have owned this property down at Sutton. Season after season, this place has given up monster deer to everyone in our crew. Everyone except us. Time after time, we've seen the guys stack up giants while we walked out of the woods with tiny does and spikes, or just nothing at all. But this season felt different. Tomorrow's opening day. We'll see you at camp. Alright boys, deer season 2025. This is the year. We're driving down to Sutton. We'll see you in a bit. This is our hunting blind. See, on the outside you can't see, but the inside is invisible see-through blind. Our feeder's broken, so we have to hand feed the deer. Right now we're gonna check out the trail cam. Whose truck is that?
I don't know. Yeah, there's somebody
like
with a.
That's Nick Mace.
That's too skinny to be Nick Mace. Somebody with a. Looks like a headlight on.
Really?
Looks like a dog box.
I don't know.
Probably bear hunters. So that was 11:15. So we put it out here on 11:15. So it didn't take it that long to find it.
That's a shooter right there.
So that's at 7:12 p.m. though. Ooh. So he got horns on him. So that's what I'm saying. They'll come in here in the dark and clean you out. That's a little guy there.
That's not a shooter. That's Logan's deer. About right here is where we saw the coyote last year. And that's a sniper's nest. I don't know why I said last year. It was like a month ago. Yeah, the wind must have blown it down the hill. All right, we got the blind set up. Now we're going to go check out corn pile number 2. What's that brick do?
It's like a salt lick.
All right, so this tree is interfering with Logan's view. As you can see, the blind's back there. So we're going to saw it up. Dad said, let's try to be quiet.
Yeah, I don't see the point of trying to be quiet when we're just going to do this.
But before opening day, we had to check if our guns were dialed in one last time. Since there was a range nearby, that's exactly what we did.
It's pretty spot on. Which one are you shooting, Logan?
You going
to
make it a higher gun?
Yeah. Yeah.
He meant the target.
Long distance?
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Using now 243's dialed in.
Yeah.
308's dialed in. 270's dialed in.
Dialed in. Dialed in.
308's dialed in.
308's dialed in.
Everything's dialed in. Logan, what are we doing? Translate. He's making a fire so we can eat some dinner. Yo, this is our firewood. That is disgusting. Are they all alive? Oh my gosh, bro.
Alright, so that way we're not chopping down on your thumb.
Alright guys, so the deer we saw on the trail cams, the 6-point/8 point, we're gonna name Daryl Deerson. And that little 2-point is gonna be named Dos Palos. Let me show you guys how we hunt around here in Braxton County. So we do a thing called deer driving, where you have the shooters sitting, and then you have the drivers who run towards the shooters. And they drive the deer towards the shooters, and the shooters shoot them. But tomorrow we're gonna sit in the blind because we're lazy. And we've been seeing buck rubs and signs of deer all over the place, so this week it's supposed to be up to like 60 degrees and a low of 40 degrees, which is not very cold. I hope we get one tomorrow.
2 hours later.
Bro, our next door neighbors are playing like some sacrifice weird music. If y'all can hear that. All right, boys, we got to go to bed early tonight. We're getting up bright and early, 5 a.m. We'll see y'all in the morning. All right, boys, 6 a.m. right now. Me and Logan about to head out to the property. We'll be there in no time.
6:07.
6-7. All right, boys. I'm in the blind right now. A little bit after sunrise. Logan went off to his blind. We're gonna check up on him every once in a while. Belly roll to gummy bear. Come in, gummy bear. You're probably wondering, why are we calling ourselves these stupid names over the radio? Well, each of us have a handle, which is your name over the radio. My handle is Belly Roll, for obvious reasons. Logan's is Gummy Bear, for obvious reasons. And Dad's is Bald Eagle, for obvious reasons. I'm using the 270. Logan's using his 308. Dad's up there with Willie and the gang, hunting with 35. We're buck hunting for the first half of the week. Maybe if we see a coyote, we might shoot him too, who knows? Alright boys, it's a little after 7. You can finally see me on the front camera. I told Logan to give me some updates every once in a while, so check up on Logan real quick.
Boys, we made it to the blind. Might have spooked a deer coming up. I wasn't sure. Ready to go. This is our view today. We got this side over. We got this side. Come over one more. We got that side looking at the sniper's nest right there. We're looking out this side though.
Alright boys, it's 8 a.m. I think it's time to eat some brunch. Hopefully Logan's doing alright. Haven't seen nothing other than a squirrel. A bird actually flew in my blind. I want to know if you guys ever eat cold SpaghettiOs, because my dad says it's weird, but I think people do it. I've done it. It tasted pretty good. I'm about to do it again. So comment down below if you eat cold SpaghettiOs or warm SpaghettiOs. Let me know. I've seen about 4 different squirrels in the span of like 20 minutes. Good day to bring you 22. Next on the menu, honey bun. You always gotta bring honey buns.
We just saw those bottles over there. I don't know where he went. He probably moved away. We just shot Dos Palos. You know, you're supposed to eject your shell. I ejected mine and it landed like this. That's actually crazy.
Guys, I just heard a gunshot and it sounded pretty close, which means Logan might have gotten a deer. That was definitely Logan. There's no way that wasn't. What is my luck? Come on. Maybe this is not a lucky hat. Maybe it's the unlucky hat. 270 from yesterday got my shoulder like... My shoulder's cooked. Logan just called me on the walkie-talkie and he said Dos Palos is down. Bang. Meat in the freezer. Daryl's still alive though. Daryl's mine. It's only day 1. So if I make this into multiple videos, come back next time. We're gonna hunt down Daryl and we're gonna get him. This is the year.
Guys, there's a doe. It's a doe.
I almost saw 2 does. Logan got a buck though, so I was hoping those 2 does would bring a buck in, but let's go check out Logan's deer. Logan got one. It's gotta be an unlucky hat. This guy just shot a deer. He's over here playing Block Blast. Where's he at?
Okay.
Let's go check him out. Here's the corn pile. Here's some deer hair. Here's a blood trail. Doesn't even matter, 'cause he's right there. More blood right there. That's a big deer. That's some bright colored blood. Must have been a good shot. There he is, boys. Dos Palos. Alright, boys, made it back down to the blind because we're gonna drive this whole hillside, and I'm right where the shooter wants to be.
2 hours later.
You ain't got a drop of blood on you, boy. Now we're hanging the deers up. Let them cool down overnight. Bro, Logan's whole gun, the scope is coming off. We're gonna have to switch to the 243.
Yeah.
Our boys are back out here in the woods. Got the 35. Doing some deer driving now. They're gonna drive that hill, so hopefully we get a buck. Alright boys, heading out to Dad's 8-point that he just shot. My luck.
Holy shit. I know, like, it's a freaking monster.
Biggest deer Dad's ever killed right here. Our boys switched almost have an outdoor beanie. Hopefully it gives me good luck. They're driving this hill right here. Hopefully this is the one. Me and Logan are on top of a mountain. He's watching TikTok.
This is the face of a kid who can finally watch TikTok again.
No luck. Alright boys, we got a perfect view of this side of the hill. They're gonna drive that hill, and I'm gonna kill a buck. This is the one. Of course, nothing once again. We're going to the blind for the rest of the night until it gets dark. We've been out here all day, all night, and I've only seen 3 deer. This guy forgot a chair right after Dad said to grab a chair, so he's sitting on the ground like a bum. You actually going to bed?
Bro, I'm asleep.
Alright, so game plan for tomorrow is it's supposed to rain and be cold. So we're gonna sit in the blind again. Not do any driving because I ain't trying to get wet. Alright boys, it is about 5:15. Sun is going down. It's getting cold. And we're waiting for Dad to come pick up these hanging deer. We're gonna head back to camp and hit the hay. Alright boys! Successful day of hunting, not for me though.
What's my hair look like? Oh.
Anyway, we'll be back at it tomorrow. We're sitting in the blind all day. I do not care what anybody says. We're gonna get dinner made.
You're gonna get dinner made.
I'm gonna get dinner made. We got deer chili and cornbread. Alright boys, chili and cornbread. It's fire. Rate it 1 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Slow-mo video of my hand going. Little post dinner, we got cheddar bratwurst or sausage, same thing. Cheddar bratwurst / sausage. Here we go. Yes, sir. Got the winners on the stick. Let's go. Cooked to absolute perfection. Literally the campfire chef. Yep. Here we go, boys. Post dinner breakfast.
What?
Post dinner of champions right here. Why you eat like that? Alright boys, so it's about 10 o'clock and Dad has yet to come back, so I think he went to grab the milk. Anyway, we're on the hunt for him. Drop a like if we can find Dad. Comment down. What am I even saying, bro? What am I even saying?
Drop a like if we can find Dad.
Boys, we made it in the blind. You can't see anything right now, but it's 6 a.m. And we're gonna sit under the blind for the whole day or until it stops raining. And Dad's back at home getting the deers butchered up because we have too many to count, which is that good. Rain's really coming down, boy. Alright boys, the rain pretty much stopped. I might go up to the other blind low key because I ain't seeing nothing down here. So I went up to the other blind, not actually sitting in it. I kind of took a walk down this little trail. All the corn is gone at the corn pile, so something must have been here at one point in time. If I ever get lost out here, all I gotta do is go down to the valley and follow the creek bottom all the way back to the cabin. Well, it's starting to rain, and I just realized my walkie-talkie's dead. But I'm gonna keep going because it's all part of the adventure. All right, so the trail kind of breaks right here, so I'm gonna go down to the creek bottom, walk back to Logan. Made it. I walked all the way down there, and then all the way back up here to back here. I'm getting hot. I'm gonna have to shed a layer. Oh yeah. Lucky pineapple shirt. All right, boys. 10:30. We're heading back to camp. Haven't seen anything all day. I don't think the deer like the rain. That right there is deer hair. I don't know if that's from Logan dragging his deer yesterday or that's new. Alright, boys. Go ahead and make some ramen.
He's too lazy to go hunting.
I don't want to get wet, so.
He made me get dressed. I'm sitting here ready to go, and he started making ramen.
The rain is raining even harder than it was 5 minutes ago.
No, it's not.
So we're going to wait for the rain to calm down, and then we're going to get back out there because
he's special.
I don't want to waste the day of hunting.
You're wasting it right now.
Not really. We're hunting down some ramen right now. quick little grocery run. We bought some corn. We're about to head out and stock the corn pile because all the corn was gone.
Are we leaving?
No.
I thought we were just gonna stay here.
Alright, boys, we're out. Rolling out, yes, sir. Our boys made it in the blind. We're gonna sit under the feeder until nighttime. Then after that, we're gonna go out to the other blind and set out some corn. Hopefully shoot a big one. Who knows, knock on wood. I need to stop saying stuff like this. I'm jinxing it every time. Alright, boys, I'm going on another hike all alone. This time, my walkie-talkie's charged, and we're losing daylight quick, so better get going. Our boys, it's low-key dark, can't see anything, but I do have a little knife for protection and to gut deer with. There's Logan. Hey, boy!
Well, I can get it up there a little further if you turn the light off so I can see.
I don't think you're gonna get it up there, Bubba.
I can get it up there a little bit. Can't get it up there. Try it.
Go ahead, try. It ain't that far of a walk. It got me working. Some good ass to sit me. Here we are, boys.
Where's that?
Yo, the brick. The brick's gone. Wait, where's the trail cam? Here it is. No corn left at all. All right, boys, 6 p.m. Head back to the camp. And we'll see y'all in the morning because we already ate dinner. Frosted Flakes. Day 3, Logan, you ready? He's already asleep. All right, boys, there goes Logan. I'm heading off to my blind, so all alone in the dark again. All right, boys, made it into the blind. Pretty good spot. We set out corn out there just the other day, so we should see something. Starting to sprinkle a little bit. Haven't seen anything yet except a squirrel. Rain's coming down, boys. All right, so they're driving this hill right here. The blind is right there. I'm gonna stand right here, and we're gonna try to shoot a big one. No deer once again. Fire beanie, by the way.
Where you at, Drake?
Yeah, we're good, Drake. All right, boys, so we didn't see anything on that last drive. Logan's doing gummy bear things. We're gonna leave to go to Thanksgiving. But until then, I'll see you guys on Friday.
2,000 years later.
Alright, boys, welcome back to Sutton. 2 days after Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, by the way. We ain't got Logan here. We got Dad, me, and a couple other guys we're hunting with. I'm sitting under the blind right now. Hopefully get a big one. So right now, the weather is about 15 degrees, but no wind this time. So, and I got my buddy heater, so I'm actually pretty warm.
Well, we're about halfway down.
There's blood. There he is. All 3 of us killed bucks this week, which is amazing. Now we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go back home and turn these deer into bologna.
I don't know if it was a neighbor who killed a deer or...
All right, boys, we made it down to Cheat River, right outside of Rollsburg. We're gonna check it out. Whatever that means, you guys can pause the video. Same with this over here. Pause the video if you want to read it. Walking up to the river in my pajamas. Hopefully there's no snakes. Here it is, boys. Water's pretty high right now. It's a nice view. If you guys like this video, go check out the Almost Heaven Outdoor YouTube channel. Got a bunch of other videos like this, and drop a like, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.